Hello, my name is Liz Butterfield. I am one of the technology trainers at the Putnam County District Library. My services are made available through the Guiding Ohio online grant from the State Library of Ohio and the Institute of Museum and Library Services. Today, I will be discussing Overdrive and Libby, which are apps that offer digital media available through the library that allow patrons to borrow audiobooks, ebooks, comics, and even graphic novels. This app is free to use, and all you need is your library card and an email account. Although, if you don't have access to your library card, you can sign up for an instant digital card using your mobile phone number. To access Overdrive or Libby, you can either go to your app store and search for it, or I highly recommend instead going to the library's webpage, mypcdl.org, which I pulled up right here. Now from there, we're going to click on the menu drop down. And from that list, we're going to click on eMedia. And then we're going to scroll down to Overdrive, and we're going to click on the image. Now, from here, you can download the app, or you can use it directly from the web browser. And immediately, there should be a pop-up that offers the previously mentioned instant digital card, which we can see it did pop up. Although if you have access to your library card, I highly recommend using that to sign up for an account so that you can take advantage of all the benefits Overdrive and Libby have to offer. Now, if you don't have an account to set up, through Overdrive, go ahead and click on the sign in. Although, if you're going to use the digital card, you should go ahead and click on this because it won't pop up again. But we're going to go ahead and click the sign in. Now you can see you can either sign in using a mobile phone number, or it's going to have you select your library. So we're going to go ahead and type in Putnam County District Library, which you can see that it pops up right there. So we're going to select it off of the dropdown. And from there, it's going to ask you for your card number and your PIN. Now, the card number is the number on the back of your library card. It will also ask you to input your PIN, and this is the number that you set up previously at the library. If you're having trouble with the step, then your library card might need updated. And to update your library card, just go ahead and contact the library at the Ottawa location at 419-523-3747. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Now I'm going to show you how to search for an ebook from the app Overdrive. You have to click on the Ohio Digital Library, and then the search bar will pop up at the top of your screen. From the app Libby, you have to click on the library tab at the bottom of your screen, and then again, the search bar will pop up at the top of your screen. From the website for Overdrive, the search bar is automatically at the top of your screen. Now, all of these search bars work basically the same, except if you end up borrowing something, the Libby app allows you to immediately open and begin reading that title. To search, you just type into the bar what you are looking for. But there is also an advanced search, which we can see pop up right here. And in this, you can specifically search for like a title, author, other key features to narrow search results to find what you are looking for. But as an example, I'm going to search for Lock Every Door by Riley Sager, which is the Putnam County District Library's virtual book discussion book for this month. Now, as you can see, as I typed it in, the app presents a drop-down to autocomplete what it is that you want, and eventually the title that I was typing in does appear. So I'm going to go ahead and click on it to search, or I could have finished typing and hit enter as well. Now we can see that this search result brings up two different types of media for this title. We can see an ebook and we can see an audiobook. An ebook is just another way to say digital book. An audiobook is a book that is a recording of someone reading that book. Now, if we click on the ebook, it will open a new page that presents us with a lot of information. You can see reviews of the book. If we scroll down a little more, you can see genres of the book. And if you scroll down a little farther, you can also see suggested similar books within that genre. Now, opening the details tab, we can even see the library catalog numbers if you were interested in filing that. Now, Overdrive even allows you to read a sample before you borrow. So we can see in the middle of the page a couple of key buttons, and these allow you to quickly check out an item and read a sample. Will pop open a couple pages for you to read. Add to wish list underneath borrow allows you to quickly get back to items if you can't borrow them immediately. Now, add to history allows you to add a title to your account history without borrowing it. Titles will go into your history automatically when you borrow them, but this button allows you to add any title to that page as well. Now, if a title is not immediately available for borrow, then it will be waitlisted and you can place a hold on the title simply by pressing the hold button, which we can see one here because this title is not immediately available. Overdrive and Libby are very good at letting you know exactly where you are on the queue when you do have to place a hold. Now, your Overdrive and Libby account is connected to your library account, and thus the amount of borrows you have depends on what you have already checked out. Now, if you use Hoopla, which is one of our other apps, those borrows do not apply to this rule. As an example on how to check out an item on Overdrive or Libby, we're gonna scroll down to one of these suggested books, and I'm gonna show you how to borrow on one of these. So we're gonna go ahead and hit the borrow button, and this is gonna bring up a pop-up that allows you to change the length of the borrow. And you can see mine is already set up for 21 days, the longest. But if it was a shorter book, you could always change it for fewer days or what have you. And it's also going to ask you if you're sure. And all you have to do to actually borrow that book is to go ahead and press borrow again. Now, you can see that after you borrow an ebook or audiobook from Libby or Overdrive on the apps, there will be a new pop-up that will show you how to read or listen to your borrow. One option is through Kindle, which we can see here. Now, if you have a Kindle device or have the Kindle app, then you can download it onto your device directly. Now, otherwise, you can read or listen to your borrow directly on your browser or download it as an EPUB ebook onto your laptop or device. Now, if you have the Libby app, then you can also go through the app as well with certain titles. So now, I would like to show you how to navigate the account section of the Overdrive. If you look at the top of your screen, you can see 3 buttons on the right. The first is a bell, and this is a notification bell. If this bell is lit up, then that means that you have a notification. And if you click on it, it will pop open to tell you what it is. Now, this can range from a loan about to expire to a hold that has become available. Next to the bell, you can see a button that looks like 3 books. This is a quick link to your Loans tab. Next to the Loans button is either a 3 lines button, similar to what you'll see on like Google. And you can see if I shorten the web page, we can see the 3 lines. This is the mobile, the mobile like button. But if you are on a web browser, it will just say My Account. So this is how you access your account. So if we're going to go ahead and click on that either 3 lines button or the My Account dropdown, this will bring up a new list. So if we can see that there is a loans, holds, wish list, rated titles, recommendations, history, settings, and then this is also where you can find your sign out button. The Loans tab will open your current loans. The Holds tab will open your current holds. The wish list will open a list of the titles you have added to your wish list. Rated titles will open a list of the titles that you have rated in the past. Recommendations are the titles that are recommended based off of the titles you have either borrowed, have put on hold, or those that you have rated or put onto your wish list. Settings will allow you to manage your account settings. If we go ahead and click on the Settings tab, it's going to open a new page, and we can see that you can set your lending periods for different lengths. And if we scroll down a little more, we can also see that you can set content preferences. This is comparable to the kids mode on Hoopla. And if we scroll down a little bit more, you can also see that they have display options. High contrast is comparable to a dark mode for the website. And you can see if I click on that right now, it immediately changes. Dyslexic font makes all of the font on the website easier to read for those that need it. Once you are done with your loan, you can either manually return the borrow by going to your Loans tab and scrolling down to the borrow that you want to click on. And by clicking on the Return button, which will pop up an Are You Sure? And if you click on the return title again, of course, borrows will also automatically return once that borrow length is complete. So I'll show you right here. I'm actually finished reading Hidden Bodies, but it returns in 2 days. But I can go ahead and click on this return button. I hope this little tutorial session is helpful, and if you need any help, contact the PCDL by emailing me at lbutterfield@seolibraries.org, or the PCDL webmaster at seolibraries.org, or call the Ottawa location at 419-523-3747. Thank you and happy reading.